evening to everyone. I would also like to greet our honorable educator, Dr. Azlina Abdelaziz, the lecturers for the course GGGV 2223 Drama in Action, and the chief advisor for our digital puppetry, and also to fellow TESLians and ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, on behalf of the committees, I would like to thank everyone for allocating time in your busy schedule to join and watch this premiere this evening. And we welcome everyone to comment in the live chat box and share our YouTube link premiere link to all your social media platforms. So now, let me introduce myself and my partner. My name is Huang Zhicheng, and my partner is Siti Nur Fatiha binti Jerry. We are delighted to be your masters for the premiere tonight. Recently, environment and health have become an issue of great concern in Malaysia. Therefore, to raise awareness of protecting the environment, TESL Year 2 students from the Faculty of Education, the National University of Malaysia, have organized this premiere, Let's Protect Our Environment. And we prepare in total 5 digital puppetry, which apply the manipulations and performance of digitally animating 2D and 3D characters and objects in a virtual environment. But before we move on to watch all digital puppetry, let's invite Dr. Azlina Abdelaziz, the course coordinator of Drama in Action, to give her opening speech. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sejahtera and a very good evening to all. Welcome to our public viewing of Digital Puppetry presented by the Year 2 TESL undergraduate students from the Faculty of Education, National University of Malaysia, UKM. Digital puppetry is the manipulation and performance of an integration of digitally animated 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional characters and objects, text, audio recording, and music that are produced and presented online. While it is utilized most frequently in the production of movies and television shows, it has also been utilized in education, such as in language teaching. The aim of this class project is to harness dramatic creativity through digital puppetry production among 30 TESL pre-service teachers taking the course Drama in Action. These student teachers have worked collaboratively to write and edit drama scripts, develop storyboards, select and create images of characters and backgrounds, do voiceover, and choose suitable music to create a tone and mood suited to the plot of each story. This project harnesses dramatic creativity in the production of digital puppetry as a pedagogical tool in the ESL classroom. In tonight's online premiere, we'll watch 5 digital puppetry related to the theme, Let's Protect the Environment, an issue which should be highlighted as it is an ongoing crisis which affects all of us. These digital puppetry shows may be viewed for entertainment, or they may also be utilized by English teachers in their online classroom. I'd like to congratulate the Year 2 TESL undergraduate students on your achievement in planning, conceiving, creating, and producing these short digital puppetry shows. Well done. We hope that you as viewers will enjoy the show while being safe and secure in the comfort of your homes. Stay safe and happy viewing, everyone.
A very good evening to Yang Berusaha Dr. Azlina binti Abdul Aziz, lecturer and advisor for the program Digital Puppetry, Let's Protect Our Environment, my fellow Year 2 TESL students of GB 2223 Drama in Actions, Faculty of Education, University of Malaysia, and everyone who attend the premiere. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to all the students, teachers, and participants of the event. It is the strong commitment to the development of all students, especially in the arrangement of their awareness of environmental issues happening around the world, that we have all gathered here. Thank you for spending your precious evening attending today's premiere of our digital puppetry, Let's Protect Our Environment event. This semester, the Year 2 TESL students have been studying what digital puppetry is, in which puppets are drawn characters performed live by puppeteers. Digital puppetry is the manipulations and performance of digitally animate 2D or 3D characters and objects in a virtual environment, which are rendered by computers in real life. Throughout the semester, we decide to present our digital puppetry with the themes of environmental issues because there are the issues that we as humans cannot ignore. Environmental issues are problems with planet systems, which includes air, water, soil, and etc. that have developed as a result of human interference or mistreatment of the planet. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, the actions of humans have directly cause severe environmental issues such as pollution, greenhouse effect, increasing sea level, waste disposals, and the list goes on. Thus, this is the aim of our digital puppetries. We want to increase the awareness of the environmental issues by using digital puppetry as a tool. I believe not only the students of our faculty, but also all the participants who attend our premiere can understand the current environment crisis faced by nature and what we must do to further protect it. Hence, I would like to wish everyone to take this opportunity as a process of learning. We are not apart from nature, we are a part of it. And to betray nature is to betray us. To save nature is to save us. So finally, as a program director of this event, I would like to thank all my classmates of GV 223 Drama in Actions for their huge efforts and cooperations. With your assistance, we can give our best to our premium digital puppetry. Let's protect our environment. Also, I would like to give special thanks to our course coordinator as well as our advisor, Dr. Azlina Abdulaziz, who have been very supportive in providing guidance and assistance to organize this event. Your effort have contributed to making today's a success. So without wasting time, let us enjoy 5 digital puppetries that we have produced based on various themes related to environmental issues. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
There was a peaceful village far, far away from busy cities, where the villagers share happiness together like a family. Loves and love fill the air every day that the villagers live comfortably around each other. Kids play with their friends freely, and the neighborhood takes care of each other. Until one day,
Village head! Village head!
What is happening? Why are you screaming and running as if you just saw a ghost?
No, it's not a ghost. This is much worse.
Worse than a ghost? What could it be then?
What's going on, Mei Mei? Tell us what you just saw.
I saw a tiger. cannot believe my eyes. Is it possible that a tiger is found in my village? Does it mean it is not safe for me to live here anymore? But how is this happening? This is an unusual event. I think there must be a reason why the tiger suddenly appears here.
We can build our hotel here.
Agreed. The hotel will generate us more money and will be beneficial to the villagers here.
We should just start now. I'm sure the high ups will agree eventually.
Alright then, let me handle the paperwork.
Village head! I heard something crazy just now.
Oh hey there, Jeanette. So, what is it that you want to tell me?
I heard those corporate men talking about building a hotel here. They will be cutting down the trees in our forest for the construction.
Well, is that not a good thing for this village?
What do you mean? Don't you understand that their action will bring a lot of harm to the animals and the villagers?
Harm, you said? I see no harm at all. We will benefit from it. This project will offer a lot of job opportunities to everyone here. This is actually a good thing, don't you think so?
But not to the animals.
Listen here, kid. We should think about ourselves, not the animals. Hey girl, what's up? Why are you crying?
You seem sad. Come and sit with us. What makes you upset?
Actually, I came across corporate men and they were discussing their project to build a hotel in our village. I just came from the village head's house to talk about this, but he seems to have allowed the project to proceed.
Wait, what? We should not let this thing happen.
Oh, now I know why the tigers strayed into our village. They lost their habitat. We should take action on this.
Oh, it's okay. We will settle this thing together.
Hopefully, we can find a solution on this matter. I'm afraid that more animals will be affected if the project continues.
Okay, let's meet the village head tomorrow morning.
I will tell the rest.
Village head, I heard from Jeanette that you agreed with the construction project from the big company. Is it true? Please, have a seat. About that matter, yes, what Jeanette told all of you is true. I don't see any drawbacks from the project. It's a great move for the village development. And also, it creates job opportunities for the villagers. But we need to consider the project from many aspects before coming out with a decision. You should ask for our opinions too.
I'm not trying to be rude, but I think you're doing this for your own good. You're not even thinking about the village's welfare.
Maybe this is why you seem to not really care about our complaints. The tiger issue hasn't been resolved, and here you are busy with the continuation of the construction project.
I'm figuring it out. As for the project, why would I say no to them if the project will benefit all of us? All of us? You mean only you? Because I can see more negative impacts than the positive.
True, it will affect not only the environment but the animals too.
I am still with my decision. If all of you don't have anything else to say, you may go. I need to settle a lot of things rather than wasting my time talking to you.
As you wish. I hope you can reconsider this matter before you make up your mind.
It was useless to try and negotiate with that fella.
It was like our opinions never mattered in the first place.
Well, at least we tried. I doubt he will reconsider the matter, but there's nothing we can do now.
No, I will not give up. I will save the forest and protect the animals no matter what.
But how do you plan on doing that?
We have already done everything we can, my dear. Let's just pray and hope for the best.
Pray? We prayed, but our prayers were not answered. It will never be against a scum like him.
Then, what are you planning to do?
The village head is not the almighty king of this area. We can report it to the authorities, someone bigger than the village head.
And how exactly are we going to do that?
Yeah, I bet the higher-ups won't even listen to anything we say, just like what happened with the village head.
You're right. They won't hear anything we say, but the village head isn't the only leader of this village.
Are you trying to say what I'm thinking right now?
I don't know what you're thinking, but yes, we are going to gather all the leaders of the village and have them report it to the authorities. The village head is just someone that oversees and overpowers every decision of the village. But we also have several other leaders that are in charge of certain aspects of the village. Agriculture, education, farming, and so many more.
So your plan is to gather all of them and have them file a complaint. What if the same outcome happened twice?
I've known the leaders of the village for all my life now, and they share the same opinion as us.
Then why don't they do something like what Janet said?
Because they're afraid.
Yes, they're afraid that their positions will be revoked, and that's food off the table for most of them.
The fear of the village head had long begun ever since he gained that position. It's hard to overthrow him, but it's not impossible.
So we are basically risking the leaders' lives for the sake of the village?
Yes, I know it's a big risk, but it's a risk we must take.
Well then, we better get started.
This will certainly secure me for life. I'm practically a millionaire now. Wait, who the hell are you guys? Oh, is this your little scheme to try and ruin my fortune? Too bad! Everything has already started and there's nothing you can do about it.
I am here on behalf of the Ministry of Environment and Water. I hereby cease the operation of this project, and all the companies involved will be fined and have the license revoked.
No, you can't do this to me.
You're under arrest for abuse of power and illegal acts of profit. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
All of this was able to happen because of Janet.
Yep, we are really thankful for Janet's effort for taking further action regarding the deforestation project. If it wasn't because of her, the forest may have been destroyed even worse.
Thank you so much for your effort, Janet. You are such a young girl, but already standing up for the rights of the forest. This is really an impressive accomplishment.
It was not only because of me. It is an effort altogether. During the process of reporting the deforestation to the authorities, I could not have done it without the help of the concerned adults. Plus, not all of the animals were safe though. I heard a baby tiger was found dead.
That is okay, Janet. You should not think much about it. I believe the baby tiger is in a better place now. Anyway, we should head back now. Thank you again, everyone.
Hey Janet, it is okay. It is regrettable for that one incident, but still your kindness saved a lot of other animals from losing their homes.
Yeah, that's right. The elephants, the deers, and many more. The forest has always been their home in the first place, but was taken by greedy people, and you put a stop to it. Let's not dwell on the past too much and strive better for the future.
The villagers learned that they should preserve their sanctuary. This story resembles the power of Janet, who influenced and passed the torch to the world to send the message of hope that the forests are the lungs of the land, purifying and giving fresh air to the people. Janet, on the other hand, couldn't accept that this can happen in her home.
I know it's hard on you, Janet, but you and your villagers were showing us a clear message that we should preserve our nature.
It means a lot, Sarah, but I can't accept the fact that the baby tiger died. It's honestly heartbreaking. I have done everything in my power to stop them, but I was helpless.
I have read all over the news. You and your villagers turned down a big project that cost millions of revenue and years of destruction to the wildlife, and it was something noble, Janet. You might lose one life, but
You can never imagine the life of others if this project continues. You did your best, and it is powerful enough, Janet. Folks, I would like to stress the importance of preserving our nature. We must work collectively to avoid the disastrous consequences in the future. Let us together reinforce the regulations on land conservation and preservation.
The story ends with a hope that in this current universe, humans shall take their duty to preserve nature and avoid massive destruction of the environment.
Have you ever taken the time to see what was around you, taken the opportunity to gaze at every little detail of your surroundings? Or have you closed your eyes stubbornly because you prefer to be blind? In truth, you don't want to admit that our precious earth is falling apart. Its beautiful skirts of grass is dying. Its garden of stunning plants is running out of air. And us, the ones who have made it this way, will one day perish into a dark hole.
Save our earth. In a way, we are all selfish murderers, killing the soil we walk upon with our trash and disgrace, our ungratefulness. Slowly it shall fade. Slowly we shall perish. Save the earth. Save our hearts and souls, or forever be lost in a pit of death and regret. Save our home. Save our air. Save our lives. Save our earth.
There was a forest called Green Forest. It was a luscious and mysterious forest. It was a paradise of tropical animals, a safeguard for the flora and fauna. But the vision shattered. Now the green forest is in pain. Those greedy humans tried to take over this forest. And now a man called Steve and his crew is here to destroy.
I'm sure this will make a great fortune for my company. They will never know how lucrative this opportunity is, and it could make me a great money. I could do whatever I want with this forest without anyone knowing it.
Mr. Steve, a notorious contractor who will do anything to earn money. Not only he deforested, but he also slaughtered animals he hunted for their parts, and thus caused extinction, pollution, and flood. No one knew how many transgressions he had done to the green forest, but only the protector of this forest knew.
Hey guys, it's getting late now. Tell the crew we'll continue tomorrow. Be prepared cause we have got more work to do. Ah, evening sir. Yes. We are almost done here, but I request to extend 2 more days because one of my tractors is out of order. Alright, thank you so much sir and see you.
While Mr. Steve was talking on the phone, he wandered into the forest subconsciously. After cutting the call, he discovered that he was lost in the forest. He was all alone without his crew. He called out to them, but to no avail. All he could see were giant trees and hear the birds chirping. The sun is setting, and the sky slowly disappears on the horizon. Mr. Steve's vision was getting dim, and he had to find a way to get out. After an hour, Mr. Steve managed to escape the grim forest, but it was in vain. He was as tired as a dog. He lay down on a tree, taking a break.
Oh gosh, how stupid am I lost in the forest. I can't get out of it. And I'm thirsty now.
While Mr. Steve was catching his breath under a tree, he saw shadows coming from the bushes. As the shadow came nearer, Mr. Steve saw a regular man's shadow and thought his crew were trying to find him.
Is it them trying to find me? Hey, and I'm over here. Come.
Mr. Steve had no doubt that the shadows were not his crew members, but tigers which walked in a mysterious way. There were 2 tigers walking like a human being, holding a sharp spear that could cut through his body easily. Mr. Steve panicked. He was paralyzed in fear. His foot and hand were as cold as ice, and his face turned pale. It was a supernatural scenario which Mr. Steve could not imagine.
We are the guardians of the Green Forest Kingdom. We know you, and we know what you have done to us, human and you, with this justice. Thus, our King Leon demanded to meet you in person. Your Majesty, we have brought you the perpetrator who damaged the Grim Forest.
In the castle, there was a hornbill standing in front of Mr. Steve. It was their king, King Leon, the king of the Grim Forest Kingdom. Mr. Steve could not believe what he just saw. A tiger walking on 2 feet, and a hornbill as the king. Mr. Steve was confused.
We finally met, human, or should I say, Mr. Steve. I am Leon, the king of the Green Forest Kingdom. We have protected this forest for centuries. You are here for a reason.
How do you know my name? A talking hornbill? Am I delusional? No. I must have blacked out or something.
Hush, you money grubber. We know what you've done to this forest, destroying our habitat, poaching us, polluting our river. Are you aware that how much we have suffered due to your greediness? We lost our family and friends. Our homes are destroyed. our food supply was cut, and soon you humans will be affected too.
How am I supposed to know there's a kingdom here in Green Forest? I just want to make money, that's it.
Very well, human. Since you show remorse over these disasters, then you left me with no choice. I, the king of the Green Forest Kingdom, will banish you from setting foot in this forest ever again. If you persist, I shall put a curse onto you. Your eyes will witness the person you love die, same as our people suffer. An eye for an eye.
Mr. Steve was then casted out from the grim forest. He was scared to death, still could not believe what he had experienced. He screamed for help. Later, his crew members found him and he told them what happened, but none of them believed what he had encountered. They thought Mr. Steve was just too tired and were hallucinating.
Aurora, my little bird, please stay with me.
Daddy, I feel so cold. I don't want to die.
It was the most dreadful nightmare Mr. Steve ever had. If not because he woke up on the bed in the very last minutes and realized his face was drenched with sweat, he almost think that this is real. But the touch from the cold body of Aurora is just unlike fantasy.
Aurora! Oh my god. Luckily, it was just a dream.
His phone suddenly rings when he tries to calm down a little bit. He picks up his phone and what he hears is the sorrowful cries of his wife.
Our daughter is sick. I don't know what to do. I need to come back right now, please.
Mr. Steve rushed to the hospital, but it takes 2 days to reach his hometown. At 12 midnight, he finally arrived at the hospital's entrance. Seeing his wife sitting on the cold hard ground and crying, said she died from an unknown disease which doctor can't identify. She was coughing non-stop, fever and puking.
Our baby Sky, she's so innocent. I watched her groaning a bit, but I can't do anything. I wish I had been the one to take this pain. My poor Aurora.
Mr. Steve was unable to comfort his crying wife in front of him. Then he realized the curse. He cried and regretted for ignoring the curse and the warning. He cried and screamed at the sky, begging the king to remove the curse and he will obey what he asked. But it's too late. Just like the curse said, you shall witness the person you love die, and you will suffer what our people suffered.
Please forgive me, King Leon. I will do anything you want. You can punish me as you desire. Just give me back my Aurora, my poor girl. It was all my fault.
No matter how many times he cried to the sky, nothing changed. He realized that he has committed an irrevocable crime and that he will suffer for the rest of his life.
Daddy, does the king of the forest those who try to destroy the forest?
Yes, Felix. The story of the curse spread among the contractor communities, and they are afraid of the curse as well. And they bought the contract with the government. But do you know what? King Leon never hurt a pure soul. And it is said that the little Aurora didn't die because of illness. She represents the hope of those who want to protect the forest. And someone once met her in the forest.
Wow, I love the story.
And so, the mystery of the kingdom in the forest remains unknown for centuries. No one knows whether the story is real, but only the man understands the power of the supernatural. Because in the forest, the king will always watch your actions and what you have done to the Mother Earth. There was also a rumor that says there was a girl in the forest whom we never know.
Dancing bears, eating wings, things I almost remember. And I saw someone say, once upon a December.
Once upon a time, a bale of green sea turtles roamed freely in the ocean. They ate various dishes such as algae and seaweed heartily. The turtles were swimming freely as if they were on cloud nine. Then there was this brave and happy female turtle named Ponyu, who loved swimming with her mother in the sea. Ponyu giggled when she swam and wandered around the sea. Despite discovering its beauty, she struggled with her vision. She came across a lot of garbage and plastic, which caused the visions to blur. Unfortunately, she unconsciously separated from her mother. Not long after that, Ponyu's mother noticed her only daughter was missing from the group. Ponyu's mother began searching for Ponyu relentlessly. However, she failed to do so and she started crying. Once her vision became clear again, she began swimming mindlessly in the ocean, searching for her family, especially her mother. Suddenly, Ponyu felt a huge net around her, and the net began to capture her along with the other fish around her. The net slowly restricts her movement, and soon, she realizes she has accidentally gotten herself trapped and caught by the net. She tries to swim vigorously to escape while being dragged closer to the surface. As she ascended to the surface, her eyes met the two fishes pulling the net into their boat. She looks at them in horror.
Wow, this net is pretty loaded. I can tell just by pulling on the head of the net.
Yo, it is quite heavy.
After a while, the net finally filled the fishing boat.
Hey, look at what we have got.
Whoa, it's a baby turtle. We hit a jackpot, man.
Yeah, This is going to make us filthy rich. We are going to use you, little turtle. Ha ha ha.
Both fishermen returned from the ocean happily. Then they unloaded the pile of fish and took Ponyo and placed her in the tank. Ponyo began to swim aggressively to escape. Alas, she ended up in the same place and realized she was inside the tank.
Let's train her and put her on a show. People will love it to watch a living sea turtle.
I agree with you. Let's sell the tickets at a high price for the tourists.
20 years later. Having spent 20 years in captivity, Ponyo grew from 5 inches to an adult-sized turtle of 30 inches. A group of tourists surrounded Ponyo's pool tank to watch Ponyo swimming helplessly.
Welcome to a live turtle sighting. As you can see, this is a female green sea turtle. You can take pictures and play with the turtle, but mind your steps. The floor is quite slippery here. But anyway, enjoy the show.
This is so fascinating. A sea turtle. Ha ha ha, I've never seen a living one before.
Hey kids, come, watch this turtle swim around.
Wow, look at those huge shells. It's as big as an elephant, not like the normal turtles we've seen before, right? Mommy, can we touch it?
Yeah, of course. The owner gave us permission to do so. Go on.
Awesome! The shell is hard as stone. Mommy, do turtles lay eggs?
Yes, they are. Excuse me. Does she have any hatchlings? Oh, I'm sorry. She can't lay eggs at the moment because there are no male turtles around.
We are still trying to find her a mating partner. But sadly, a male green sea turtle is quite rare to be sold or even get caught by local fishermen.
I heard that a turtle's egg is edible. Is it true?
Yes, it is edible. Usually, people consume it by poaching the eggs, and some of them eat it raw by peeling off the top of the shell. Then, they sprinkle some salt and squeeze a slice of lime. After that, they squeeze the sac out.
Wow, that sounds appetizing. I wonder if the turtle egg dish is served here. I would do anything to get a taste of it, even with a higher price for the dish.
Meanwhile, one of the tourists, Aiman, who was an assistant general manager at the nearby hotel, heard the conversation and began to think of an idea. He was thinking of using the turtle's egg dish as a brand new menu item and was planning to purchase Ponyo at a high price for breeding purposes.
Hey, I heard that Hotel Paradise has the turtle egg dish on the menu, but it is quite pricey. Around 200 ringgit for a plate of 3 turtle eggs if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really? That would cost us tons of money, but I'm willing to buy it. I crave that exotic taste. Heck, I would spend more than 200 ringgit for it.
Other tourists, including Aiman, were dying of laughter. Aiman predicted that their hotel sales were going to escalate with Ponyo's egg in the future. Aiman returned to the hotel and went straight to Nadia's office to pitch his idea. Nadia was the hotel's general manager. He already told the tourists that the hotel was serving turtle eggs. It was a white lie. But with Nadia's approval of his plan, he could turn it into a reality.
I'm not sure about this, Aiman. We already make plenty with just one turtle. I don't think we need another one. Let's not fix what's not broken.
We do have a male turtle at the moment, but I'm talking about getting a female turtle this time. A perfect mate for Shelton.
You want to spend over our budget limit just to play matchmaking for the turtles? You're being ridiculous.
But I'm not. You see, ma'am, back at the new turtle place downtown, I overheard a tourist saying that he'll do anything for a taste of turtle egg.
The new turtle place downtown? Are you saying that we have a rival?
Oh, you shouldn't be too worried about it, ma'am. The place is run by some fishermen who don't know what they are doing. Unlike us, We're bigger, we have more resources, and most importantly, we can commercialize this.
Ayman is a master of manipulation at work. He knows just the right word to evoke just the right reaction. Nadia seems pretty convinced.
You do have a point. We can get rid of direct competition.
Not just that, ma'am. We could breed a new turtle and harvest its eggs. We'll be the one and only place that serves turtle eggs in the town.
One and only, huh? I like the sound of that. You know what? I'll trust you with this. Feel free to proceed with your plan.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I won't let you down on this.
On the next day, after getting the green light from Nadia, Ayman goes to the turtle place downtown with a proposal to the fisherman. He stated his wish to buy the turtle. They negotiate on the price and manage to come to an agreement. Ayman makes the fisherman sign some legal documents before handing him a bag full of cash to complete the transaction. With a handshake, Ponyu finally belonged to the businessman.
Nice doing business with you, Mr. Ayman.
Trust me, the pleasure is all mine.
They managed to make Sheldon and Ponyu mate. The following nesting season, tourists of various nationalities from all over the world visit the hotel to try the rare turtle egg dish. A male tourist can be seen talking to his camera. He is live streaming.
Hey exotic food lovers, like I promised you in the last video, here I am in Malaysia to try a very special delicacy. You guessed it, the famous turtle egg dish.
The hotel maintains a hectic schedule every nesting season. The hotel's restaurant is the busiest. The servers are attending to the customers. A long line can be seen outside the restaurant. Today is not much different than any other day. Years have passed since Ponyu was bought by Ayman. But business is still booming for Hotel Paradise. It would not be an exaggeration to say that they single-handedly boost local tourism. Of course, the real reason for this success is thanks to the sacrifices of Sheldon and Ponyu's unhatched offspring. At the turtle sanctuary, two staff members can be seen harvesting Ponyu's eggs. Their expression darkens as they count the number of eggs for the new nesting season. Something is off.
48, 49, 50, 51. What the? Only 51 for this clutch? How did the number get so low?
This clutch only has 49. This is way too little from what we usually get. Did someone steal our eggs?
Hold on, I'll check the CCTV.
Try as they might, the CCTV recording showed no abnormality. The staff decided to call a doctor to check on Ponyu and Sheldon's condition.
There is nothing wrong with the female turtle. She's perfectly healthy, but
It can't be! She used to lay up to 200 eggs in a clutch before.
Sir, I'm not finished. She's not the problem. It's the male turtle. He's too old and the results show an infection. His sperm is weaker now because of the condition. That is why the female turtle is not laying like it used to.
Can you just treat him, Doc? Our hotel is selling its eggs for consumption. As you might already know, they need to reproduce as much as they can.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could do more, but he's too old now. Like I said, I suggest you to take precautionary measures because his days might be numbered.
True to the doctor's words, Sheldon dies days after the nesting season ends. The hotel sold its last turtle egg dish for the year. Things are starting to look down for Ayman as Nadia keeps pressuring him to develop a new plan to avoid further loss.
What? Do you know that we are booked until the next nesting season? What are we going to sell to those tourists now that Ponyu can no longer produce eggs? You tell me now!
Please come down, ma'am. I'm sure there will be tourists who might only want to look and learn about the turtle's habitat. Plus, Ponyu used to be trained for shows. We can still charge people for that.
Are you dumb? How could you be this simple-minded? You of all people should know the cost of keeping this so-called habitat. Do you want us to operate on a loss?
No, ma'am. But what do I do with Ponyu now?
I don't know. Anything. Use the shell to make souvenirs or something. Get rid of it and make sure to take the dish out from the menu. Look at you not finishing what you started. Pathetic. I can't believe I trusted you with this.
Nadia storms away. Ayman clenches his fist, his knuckles turning white, his chest having breaths of anger and shame. Unbeknownst to both of them, Ponyu has heard the conversation, crystal clear. The atmosphere is eerily calm when you know a huge storm awaits. Ayman begins his plan to rip Ponyu out of his shell.
Boss, do you really want to do this?
Shut up! Without the eggs, the turtle is useless. We're only putting the hotel on its way to bankruptcy if we continue to keep her around.
But boss, we can just release it back to the sea.
No can do. Do you know how expensive accessories made with animal skin are?
Yes?
Now, imagine accessories made of this turtle shell. We can sell earrings, bracelets, and even necklaces in our souvenir shop. We can sell each item for up to thousands of ringgit.
Once again, Ponyu has heard all the ruckus. She begins retracting to the back of the aquarium.
Boss, Ponyu doesn't look comfortable with all of us in her space. Look, she's trying to avoid us.
So, we can't wait forever. Go catch her.
But boss,
bunch of cowards. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Ayman marches forward, trying to corner the turtle into stepping out of the aquarium. At this, Ponyu feels scared. When Ayman reaches for her shell, Ponyu bites his finger as hard as possible. Ayman growls and pulls away from his bleeding finger.
Ah! My finger! Stupid turtle, I kill you! What are you two waiting for? Do you want to get fired? Help me! Now!
They manage to catch Ponyu. Ayman then removes her shell aggressively while spitting curses at the poor animal. Ponyu can only cry in agony. No family, no mates, no children. Ponyu realizes how miserable her life has been since the day she met the humans. Now, she is insulted even in the face of death. Human greed truly knows no end.
Hello friends out there. Dream on until there's a soul who can help you breathe fully and freely. Farewell and have a sea dreams.
Ponyu finally let out her dying breath. As she closed her eyes, she saw a light as bright as the sun and a silhouette of her mother waving on the sea surface. Ponyu held her mother's hand, swam back to the ocean, and never looked back to the land.
The ocean is a creation of God that provides many economic and social benefits to the country. We can see the economic development of the country that is mostly generated from the profits of marine resources. But we often forget the impact of it. The unforeseen. The story starts when a father takes his son to go fishing at the sea. He lamented to his son that the ocean water was clear decades ago. People could make living by fishing, but now, due to the continuous discharge of waste and domestic garbage into the sea by human beings, causing sea pollution and making it challenging to catch fish.
Dad, are we going fishing today? I've been looking forward to it for a long time.
Yes, today I'm taking you to a fishing spot where I used to go when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure you'll love it.
Are there a lot of fish there? We must be able to gain a lot today.
Yes, it was a very beautiful place when I was a kid. A lot of fish migrates here every year. This is a good ecological area.
Oh, Dad, why is the water so murky? I don't think we can catch fish here.
I didn't expect the environment here to be so bad after so long. I think we might be going home empty-handed today. Sorry.
Dad, can you tell me what this place was like when you were little?
The time that I spent at the beach as a child was the happiest of my childhood. This is where I started to turn my hand to fishing, and the exact place is where I practice my skills. I'll swim with my friends. People will prop up their boats to the middle of the sea, cast a large net which would be full of fish and shrimp in a short time. After that, we'll close the net. We often pick out the small fish that we salvage and release them so that they can grow up and have a chance to breed offspring. Somewhere in the middle of the sea, you can see the smoke of the oil tanker. Do you know what an oil tanker is?
I'm not sure, Dad. A tank to place oils?
Ha 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 ha, not quite there. An oil tanker is a ship designed for the bulk transport of oil and its product. You know, the oil and gas industry is very significant to our country. It has brought many benefits to our country and helped our economy. You can also see a lot of people going to the sea to catch fish as a hobby or for their livelihood, like the fishermen. It's a great time.
Dad, what are they doing?
Son, one thing that you should know, that is not every human activity brings happiness. What you are seeing is an illegal activity called fish bombing. They are using explosive for easy collection.
Woohoo! This is the way, man. Look at all these fishes.
This is how we do it, man. Do this for weeks and we're gonna have steaks and lobsters for dinner.
I heard it from the guys from the other boat. They've been doing it for years.
No wonder their catch is always good. Here we are doing all the hard work. We can't even compare our catch with them.
But are there any consequences that we have to face? I mean, like, is this even legal?
Oh, come on. Here you go, acting like a goody two-shoes again. You want to go back doing all the hard work and all we got is some spare change.
Yeah, man. Don't even worry about it. Look at all these fishes. We hit a goal, man.
Whoa, chill out, man. Jeez. I'm just asking. There's no need to get all rowdy.
Stop messing around. Gather all our catches. We're gonna find a new spot to blow up.
Fish bombing is not the only illegal activity that you can see, Azim. There is also pollution of the sea caused by the oil and gas activity. This profitable industry that brings millions and billions of revenue to our country is rather harmful to the ocean. The drilling and exploring may disturb the ecosystem. The technique that was used in oil production has some effects on the environment. As you can see, fracturing a rock requires a large amount of water, and it also uses potentially hazardous chemical during that process. Faulty well construction and improper handling may result in leaks of gas and spills of oil that would greatly affect the marine life. The oil spills on the pipeline or ships that move the oil from the well to the refineries would contaminate the water. There's also a potential of mammals of the sea breathing the oil that can cause a lot of health issues.
But Dad, even with all the benefits that we got from these destructive human activities, is it really worth it? How it would affect the ocean as an ecosystem as a whole?
Marine pollution can lead to fish kills and red tides. After the water containing toxins was discharged into the ocean, it would lead to the accumulation of toxins in the body of the marine organism. If this marine organism with toxins are accidentally consumed by us, the toxin will enter our body, which will endanger our health. The high concentration of phytoplankton on the water surface and the explosive growth of bacteria, the oxygen in the air cannot enter the water, so it would threaten a lot of marine life. Protecting the planet is a global concern and our collective responsibility. Leaders who recognize gravity of ocean pollution, acknowledge its growing danger, engage in civil society, and take bold evidence-based action to stop pollution at source will be essential for preventing ocean pollution and safeguarding our own health. If humans had more respect for marine, then the decrease in animal population would not be high. Pollutants such as oil spill, solid garbage, and toxic chemicals are the biggest threat to marine life. The environment has gone through tremendous changes, so working together to save the marine life would be the least citizens could do. It is sad to see innocent animals die because of selfish human action. There is a need in the community to save the sea creature, and it should be done sooner than later.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
In a car, a family is on their way to go back to their hometown. The traffic is very heavy and all cars are releasing carbon monoxide into the air, especially the vans, buses and lorries. In the city, there are so many factories on the roadside. Most of them are releasing thick, dark smoke. A pigeon is flying and inhaling the smoke. It can't stop coughing and feels dizzy from the harmful greenhouse gases in the air. The pigeon soon fell slowly through the air and onto Alia's car. They are all shocked.
What is that loud thud? It seems like something has fallen onto our car.
Let me go and check for a while.
Is that a bird, honey?
Alia's dad gets out of the car and realizes that a pigeon is lying on his car's bonnet and its wing is broken. He wraps the pigeon with a towel.
Yeah, honey. It seems like the pigeon's wing is injured after falling onto our car.
Poor little thing. Let us bring the pigeon together with us to our hometown so we can treat her.
Therefore, they brought the pigeon along to their hometown. After arriving at their hometown, Alia runs excitedly to her grandma and hugs her. She tells her about the sick pigeon that they have brought along.
Finally, we are here! Hi, Grandma! I miss you so much!
Oh, my dear Alia, I miss you too. It's been a long time since I've seen you.
Wait here, Grandma. Look! We brought back a sick pigeon with us.
Oh, poor little bird. Come, let me help her by putting on some ointment.
Grandma asks for the pigeon and then puts some ointment on it. She treats the wing by dressing it with a bandage and an ice cream stick. After treating the injured pigeon, Alia and her grandmother sit on the balcony.
It feels so long since I've been here.
I know, your dad must be busy, but he still contacts me sometimes.
You must be feeling bored, Grandma. Shall we take a walk?
Sure, let's go. I'll show you around.
Run, the bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. Wow! The air here is so fresh. It feels very different from the city.
Right. That is why the village is better than the city. Its air is very refreshing and the scenery is astounding. Look at the birds. They keep chirping and there are many types of them. You can see them up close and clear. Animals still have their shelter and they are still safe here in the jungle. For me, this village is way more friendly to nature.
Wow, that sounds great. At least animals still have a chance to live in this environment.
Yes, my dear, indeed. Such a brilliant small print of yours. By the way, Alia, do you know my favorite animals?
No, Grandma. What are they?
They are tigers and crocodiles. Do you want to hear a story about them?
Yes, for sure, Grandma.
Once upon a time, two animals lived in the forest, crocs and tigers. They were good friends and would always meet and take a walk together by the river. One day, suddenly, Tigers did not come to the river to play with Crocs. Crocs wandered all day and became worried because Tigers will never miss their routine meeting. Crocs felt uneasy and knew deep down that something had happened to her friend. Crocs went to Tigres' house to check on her. Crocs was shocked because Tigres' house didn't look like it used to, and Tigres' family were nowhere to be found. Crocs became more worried and anxious. Crocs walked all around to the forest to look for Tigres. Suddenly, she found Tigres sitting by the forest. Her expression looked very sad.
Hey, what are you doing here? I've been searching for you all day.
Hey there, Crocs.
Why are you looking so sad? I saw your house on my way here. What happened?
My house has been damaged by humans. They came to my house early this morning. I was sleeping when I heard something fall to the ground. I woke up and saw a lot of trees had been cut down, including the one that supported my house.
Oh God, that is so sad. Humans are so irresponsible.
Yeah, I lost my house in the blink of an eye.
Poor you. What are you going to do now?
My family needs to move to a different area now. So, we have to leave. I can't see you anymore.
Out of the blue, Crocs had flashbacks about the moment when her family needed to migrate from a polluted river. Crocs was living happily with her twin sister, Crunks in a wonderful river a few years back. The river was a hotspot for tourism because of its clean water and marine life. Everything changed when one day Crocs and Crunks saw some people wearing yellow safety helmets chatting among them with papers in their hands while pointing here and there. Crocs and Crunks were eavesdropping on their conversation. The men planned to build an oil factory near the river, and they were very shocked to hear that.
They want to build a factory at the end of the river.
I know, we are in trouble.
Soon after that, the construction of the factory was fully complete. Like other irresponsible factories, toxic chemical waste from the oil production were continuously released into the river inhabited by Crocs and Crunks' family. One day, Crunks went out to hunt for food for her and her sister. On her way to the deeper part of the river, Crunks was puzzled as she found no fish or any living things that could be eaten. Her view became blurry as the river was extremely polluted by the chemical residues from factories. Crunks strove to wade across the river seeking more food for survival. Then finally, she found a fish swimming on the surface. Without thinking for long, Crunks grabbed the fish and brought it back home.
Hey, wake up. I bring our food.
I'm still sleepy. I don't want to eat yet.
Okay, then I will leave some for you.
Alright, thank you, Crunks.
Soon after, Crunks woke up from her sleep. She felt hungry. Thus, she searched for her sister to ask for food. However, Crunks was nowhere to be found, and neither was the food. Crunks just assumed Crunks was out looking for food again. As Crunks felt lonely and bored, she decided to go out for a walk outside. While gliding through the river, Crunks saw a crocodile stranded on the river bank. Crunks rushed to the crocodile and was taken aback as she discovered the stranded crocodile was her sister, Crunks.
Hey, what's wrong?
Food poisoning. I think I'm having ciguatera.
You ate poisoned fish?
I think so, but the fish earlier was edible.
Do you think the fish you ate absorbed the toxic chemical from that factory?
Crunks didn't know how to help her. Crunks' condition was feeble and very weak. Not long after that, Crunks died. The incident tore Crunks' heart to pieces. After Crunks' death, Crunks was left all alone. She sits on the river bank every day, grieving over Crunks' death. Crunks was her only family member she had, and she could not imagine her life without Crunks after that incident. Crunks looked around. The river was disastrous. All of her friends in the river looked sick and pale. Crunks could not stop crying. She has lost everything. No family, no friends, no shelter. She felt lonely. She can see from afar that a family of otters and a flock of ducks started moving out of the river. So, Crunks also decided to move to another river to start a new life there. She was hoping for a great change in her life in the new place.
Hey, are you okay? Nothing. I just remembered that I've been in the same shoes as you before. And now, I'm sad that we are separating too. Are you going now?
Yes, we need to arrive before sunset.
Okay then. See you again, Tigress. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
After Tigress left the jungle, Crunks was left all alone without any friends again.
Alia feels sorry for the animals because they had to lose their family, friends, and home. Humans are not just causing climate change, air and water pollution, but also lots of animal extinction. Humans are responsible for all the bad things that happen to our natural environment. There are so many factors that lead to animal extinction which are rooted in losing their habitats.
What a pity, isn't it? Imagine us losing our home. Where do we stay? How can we survive without our shelter?
Poor animals. So, Grandma, if they lose their home, do they migrate to another jungle?
Yes, it is supposed to be like that. But no matter which jungle you go to, humans will continue to destroy nature. Nowhere to go. They can't survive. No shelter, no food, and no clean water. Day by day, it seems harder and harder for them to survive and save themselves.
Environmental issues cannot be stopped unless humans stop destroying and taking them for granted. Human beings should appreciate, take care, and love the environment as we live in it. And we need a healthy nature to keep living peacefully.
With that, all teams have delivered their performance. Let's give them a round of applause to those who were involved in the making of this digital puppetry. Despite the limitations and challenges they faced, the outcome of the show was incredibly amazing. Thank you to the groups which are Home by One Production, The Tales of the Grim Forest, The Life of Ponyo, The Unforeseen by Mozi One Production, and Stolen by Pristine Production for the marvelous performance. So, how do you guys feel about the show Puppetry today? You can share your reactions and opinions in the comment section below, such as what have you learned from the show? What action do we need to take to protect our environment? Or comment which of digital puppetry you like the most. From digital puppetry, let's protect our environment, we can see there are a lot of issues happening regarding our environment and its effect, not only to humans but also to animals, such as losing their habitats, death of aquatic life, reptiles, and many more. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the session for YouTube live premiere public viewing of the 5 shows that was produced by TESL Year 2 undergraduate students of Faculty of Education, National University of Malaysia. I think that we should give a token of appreciation to the Year 2 TESL students and also for our course coordinator, Dr. Azlina Abdul Aziz, for the hard work. You guys can write down good work, amazing performance, good job, you did great in the comment section below. Ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of lessons we can learn and apply to our daily lives so we can protect our environment together. No one is perfect, but everyone can help make a difference by picking up trash, rescuing hurt ocean life, protecting animal shelters, car sharing, or watching what they are doing while boating and fishing. Thousands of people help the environment every day, and in return, animals and the environment are happier, cleaner, and safer. So, throw your trash away. Always look where you are driving your car or boats and don't use nets or fish bombs. Remember, doing your part to help the environment will make life better. Our environment is the heritage and our legacy that we all have inherited. Let's vow today on digital puppetry. Let's protect our environment to protect our nature. Don't forget to subscribe and like our YouTube. And with that, I end. I'm Siti Nur Fatiha binti Jerry with my partner Huang Zicheng. Goodbye and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.